Hello and welcome to my vlog for day 9 of our yacht delivery trip in Greece. Yesterday we made the passage from the island of Kalamos to a beautiful little bay on the little island of Ithaka for a lunch stop, and from there to the lovely little port of Kioni on the island of Ithaka. The weather finally turned better and we had a good day's sailing and a pleasant break at anchor for lunch. Today we have to complete the delivery of the yachts to their home port for the summer, which is the town of Sivota on the island of Lefkada. The weather should be good today, with a wind from the south or southwest, and it's only about 12 nautical miles across, so it should be an easy run. I love the little port of Kioni, but sadly we have to leave. We get away about 10:30 and head north. There's a beautiful glassy sea with a long swell and the tiniest ripples apart from our own wake. There's virtually no wind this morning, so despite our hopes for a nice bit of sailing, we have to motor. We should have time for a bay stop today, so I take a route that goes past the little uninhabited island of Arkudi. According to the chart, there is a small bay on the east side of the island, but when we get there it doesn't look that sheltered or particularly good holding for the anchor. We could risk it as there's no wind or swell, but there are also some rocks to avoid, so I decide against it and we continue heading north. We motor up to another bay on the island of Lefkada called Ormos Rouda, where I know there's a sheltered bay and a good place to anchor. There are a few other yachts at anchor and we find a spot to put the anchor down and have a lunch stop. In the afternoon the wind comes up again, so we have a good final sail, tacking out of the bay and heading up towards Sivota, where we moor on the pontoon outside the Delphinia Taverna. We get free showers as we're on their pontoon and we're going to eat dinner there tonight. We have a final group meal. I have mushroom saganaki and moussaka, which I really enjoy. That's really the end of our sailing. The next day we have to travel home, so we clear the yacht and have a last coffee on the quay. And so I'm saying goodbye to the boat as we find our way back to the coach for the flight home. That's the end of our 9-day delivery trip to bring the yacht all the way down from Gouveia Marina on Corfu Island, through the North Ionian Sea, transit the Lefkada Canal and avoid the stormy weather, and deliver the yacht to its southern base at Sivota on the island of Lefkada in the South Ionian. This hasn't been quite the usual week or two of relaxed sailing that we normally do in these waters. We've been plagued by a lot of rain, winds of course in the wrong direction, and at times I wasn't feeling very well. But it was at least a bit of a challenge. We visited some lovely little ports and bays, had some tasty Greek food, and finally had some great sailing in the last couple of days of good weather. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog of the trip, and if you have any questions, please just pop them down in the comments below. Normal service should resume on this channel shortly.